Hello, parents and students. This is an update video. This is the remote class expectations for Mr. Breslow's science class. We are currently in the Google Classroom. If you don't have the code yet, the code is DZUMALC. Again, DZUMALC. If you or the students are having any trouble joining this classroom, please send me a message at mbreslow@gloucestertownshipschools.org, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you to help you get set up. Once in the Google Classroom, you'll see that we have Blow It Up Tuesday and Gross Out Wednesday. These are the daily polls. The students had asked me, in order to take attendance, if I will put a poll up every day for them. So you can see here how I asked a question about the 5-second rule, for example. And the students need to check in. They need to answer the question. Using this information, I take daily class attendance. So again, to check in for the day, students need to find a poll question in the Google Classroom, and they need to vote. They need to make sure to log in on their block. So I asked each block. So if you're in block 2 and you think the 5-second rule is legit, you would click here and you would vote. Okay, my screen looks slightly different in the Google Classroom. As far as the work, in remote, we work in modules. So the module we're currently doing is called the Precambrian module. There'll be a new one coming out on next week, and I'm going to preview that tomorrow, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. In this module, all the directions are here. There is a Zoom schedule, including the Zoom link right here. This is the schedule of Zooms, what we're doing every day. So what I do on film room days is I go through the module with the students. We do the whole lesson together. There's nothing for them to do afterwards. Students are free to do the lessons on their own if that's more convenient for now. We are going to start requiring students to log in every day. They were slowly but surely getting there. So the module looks like this. There were 5 lessons. 4 of them were watching videos. I was given some flex times to work on assignments. The last one was a Kahoot based on those lessons, which I went over actually today in today's Zoom. And the rest of the slides feature information relevant to that module. So the last thing I want to show you, when we were doing hybrid, I had a lesson plan page, and the students preferred that. They liked using this to see what was going on for the week. So right now you can see I post this every week on the lesson plan page. This just tells you what's going on every day. So for example, in today's lesson, I put together a video of everything I went over in a Zoom in case students couldn't make it. The Kahoot assessment is here. This is just a prank on the students, so don't mind that one. I like to do Rick Astley with them. Anyway, this is an agenda. This is the Zoom link, and these are the times that I start the Zoom. So you can see that students, I usually have about 10 or 15 minutes after class starts to get settled in for the day. I use that form. I use that time to fill out my information and get the students checked in for the day. There was also a Google form that was out last week. I was asking some of the folks that didn't turn that in to go ahead and turn it in. So to review, the way we work in remote is we have the Google Classroom, contains the attendance check-in. It also contains the modules. I'll be sending, as long as we're remote, I'll be sending out the same modules. The only time you leave Google Classroom, if you wish to check what we're doing that day, this kind of breaks down which day of the module you should be on. I also put up the notes each day. When I do a film room, I put up the notes in case the students can't make the Zoom. But I wanted to put them on a separate page because when I start putting everything in the Google Classroom, it gets cluttered very quickly. So that is an overview of how we're doing things remotely. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email or call. I'm always here to answer questions. I also wanted to thank you for all your patience and support during this time. That's how we do things in remote in Mr. Breslow's class. Thank you, and as always, have an enjoyable day.